Today we are going to take up letter J. So today we are going to take letter J, as I already told you, and everyone who wants to see the previous sessions can hop onto the feed. There are all the videos and the words that we had discussed, so you can see that. And let's welcome Mrs. Shalu Bharati, counseling psychologist from Mind Your Mind, who has been joining us daily for these series. And I am
Hi,
Shriyansi, and I'm Shriyansi. I'm also a counseling psychologist. Yes, Dee, hi.
hi,
Finally.
Priyansi. Today is a little bit because we come a little bit 1.5 hour earlier. So we were just
Yes,
into our lunch, finishing our old targets and just getting into this. So a little bit of yeah. So hi
yes,
everyone. Welcome board. Thank you for joining in. And today we're starting with the letter J. But before that we start, this is just a on the quick note that why are we doing this is because we want people to know certain words and to be used them mindfully so that they should know exactly what these words mean in psychology, because psychology dictionary and English dictionary has one word but different meanings altogether, right? So if
yes,
you use it in a different way, in a psychological way, you should be aware of using it, and please don't hurt people by throwing these words on them. So that was the idea of me and Priyansi doing this. So that's why the series is here.
yes. And we are taking these words from the Oxford Dictionary of Psychology by Andrew Coleman and also the APA Dictionary, which is our American Psychological Association, right? So that's it. And let's start quickly with the first word for J. So, what's the first word we have?
So first word is judgment. That's how it's very common these days. Oh, please don't judge me. That's a
Yes.
common phrase coming up every day, every now and then, right? So first I'll read this meaning from the dictionary itself, and then we can discuss. Okay, Priyansi? So, yeah, judgment is to draw a conclusion from the evidence and evaluate events and people. It is like you have already pre-notions about something, and you already have a belief system and an idea of something, of your past experiences. And when you see a person, you try to rate that person according to what you have your own ideas as, and then you make a picture out of that person. It may not be right, it may not be wrong. That's the best way. That's a human tendency to understand a people. That's like you call it sixth sense, seventh sense, eighth sense. That's it. That everyone has it. But how right and how wrong you are depends on what is what is your belief system. I
Mhm.
don't say it is the wrong way of judging people, but that's a quick way to understand a person before talking to that person. But sometimes you may go wrong also. So always check before you judge a person, check before what you are drawing an inference about that person. So that is judgment. And we judge people on, there are three keys to judgment. So, there is a boundary that we use, like the social boundary, the morality of that person, and the competence of that person. So we see how much that person is, what are his moral standards, because all these three things, as soon as you meet a person, you get to know that person immediately in just one go. So if you know that person, you see that person and you see, okay, this person is this, has this, how well he treats people. That is the moral aspect. And how social he is, or how he treats people. That's the social aspect. And competence aspect is how capable he thinks the person is good at accomplishing goals. So on these three basic things, we judge people. And what we have learned about the morals, about the social and the competence part that we have this belief system, and according to our belief system, we judge other people. But it may not be right, it may not be wrong also. What do you want to say, Priyansi?
Yes, I just wanted to add a point to that, whatever you said, that whatever we had experienced in our life, whatever our parents had taught us when we were children, we have learned that, and the other person has learned whatever their parents taught them or whatever they had experienced in their childhood. So they grew up with the same belief system, and we grew up with the same belief system. So judging others with our belief system might not be the right thing to be done, right? Because I will, like we had discussed in a previous live session also, like if I wear a pink glass, I will see the whole world as a pink glass, right? So that's what is here as well in judgment. Yes, that we are judging people on the way they do things with others, or the way we see the world, we also want them to see the world in the same way. Yes, so it might be wrong, it
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
right as well.
yeah. So we have to be very flexible when we judge people. Means you might not be right always because
Hmm.
that's again your glasses. You might be wearing pink glasses. You might not be wearing transparent glasses. So it's always good to have clarity about it before judging
Yeah.
people.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So that was our first word, judgment. The second word we have is jigsaw classroom. So this was developed by Eliot in 1971. It's a very old technique which is used in classrooms for learning. So I read from the dictionary, a cooperative technique designed to reduce prejudice and conflict in racially mixed groups of children. So basically, this kind of technique is used in a classroom where there is a mixed group of students, where there are children from different cultural backgrounds, where people are there with, different races. This is where this jigsaw puzzle is used. Like a jigsaw is there, right? There are different pieces of a puzzle. In the same way, in this technique, the class is divided into different groups, and a certain kind of dependency is created. Like group one is dependent on group two, two is dependent on three, so that they get a feeling of cooperative learning. They get a feeling of togetherness, that I group one has to go to group two, two has to go to group three. Like we find the jigsaw puzzles. Oh, this fits here. No, this fits here. In the same way, here also it happens, so that people from different races can come together and can indulge themselves in a cooperative learning environment. So this is considered to be a very successful learning method in the classrooms because it brings people together. Yes, you
Yeah,
want to
very,
add
very
something?
correct. Yeah, very correct, Priyansi. Very well said. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Like, for example, this is very important way of learning. It is like
Yeah.
the pair is teaching a pair. Students are teaching students. So while teaching something, we learn. So that's what we are doing right now. We are teaching something, but we are learning ourselves also. So this is
Yes.
a very strong way of learning, and the children are dependent on each other. So they learn while teaching. First they learn, and then they deliver it, and they learn by themselves also. It was, what I had gathered some information about this is like there is an original group, and the
Hmm.
original group has the information, and each original group people, they go to the other group, and it's a mix of all the group now, and they deliver what part of information they have to the other students, and then they come
Right.
back to the original group, and then they discuss about the same problem or the situation. So that's a double learning happening in
Right.
this jigsaw classroom is a very good setting with less number of children.
Yes. And where there are people from different races or
Different.
different cultural backgrounds, to bring them together, to bring a feeling of oneness in the classroom. Right?
Yeah, so the language barrier is gone in the classroom. So if
Gone.
you
Right.
have people with non-speaking English people or other language-speaking people, children who don't know languages of different languages, they are there. They can indulge in this kind of learning.
Right. Right. Thank you for adding that B. So the third word we have is
So the third word is very interesting and very useful word in therapy sessions also and otherwise also. It's Jacobson progressive relaxation technique. So it was given by Edmund Jacobson first time. First, I'll read from here. So it was given, it is also known as progressive relaxation and was given by US physician Edmunds Jacobson. So it's a relaxation technique used in therapy where a person in the therapy is asked to relax a muscle, tense a muscle, and again relax the muscle. So this way, this is very beneficial for the people who have anxiety or sleep problems or other stress related problems. So this is a and only those people can give this kind of progressive relaxation who are aware of it, who exactly know
Yeah.
how to do it. So if we say, oh, this is a mindful meditation or this is meditation and just anyone can do it, no, there's a special training for to learn this relaxation technique, and it is very, very helpful in fears and phobias also. What do you want to add on this?
Right. Yeah, so it's basically on the body, if I'm not wrong, where the muscles
Yeah,
are
yeah,
being
it is
relaxed,
also.
right? Yeah. Yeah. So we
Yeah.
relax the body, we tense the body, and then we again bring it to relaxation. And these are done by professionals who are actually trained in the Jacobson relaxation method.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Okay. So the fourth word we have today is it's an interesting word, which is the just world hypothesis. So, just world hypothesis from dictionary is the widespread but false belief that the world is essentially fair, so that the good are rewarded and the bad are punished. In simple language, we can say just world hypothesis says that if somebody has done something, that person deserves it. If something happens with someone, that person deserves it. It has not happened because somebody else did it with them, but because they deserved it, hence it has happened with them. So very common example is like we say that if a girl is raped, okay, we say that it is the problem, is the wrong that the person has done, but we usually blame the victim, that it was you who sexually aroused the man and hence you are raped. So this is an example of just world hypothesis where we blame the victim that it has happened with you. Like suppose uh, you know uh, a robbery happens in a person's house. So we say that, oh, you do not take precautions and hence it has happened with you. So this is just world hypothesis where we are saying because you deserve it, hence it has happened with you. Right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So it is like you have to blame the unfortunate one because
Yes.
whatever wrong goes to that person, you're blaming it. So it is like uh, putting the blame on that person and saying that justice is done. It is just world
Yes.
hypothesis is like the justice is
Justice.
done that you
Mhm.
deserve it.
Right. So it's
Yes.
like a cognitive bias, we can say, where we are saying that you get what you deserve, and hence we are blaming the unfortunate, because I guess that's the easiest thing to do, that we are blaming the unfortunate one, right? It
Yes.
happens, and all of us does it until and unless we are conscious of the fact that what we are doing, we keep doing it unconsciously as well.
I think that's a part of judgment again. Where we started, this is the
True.
first word we started,
Yeah,
judging.
yeah, true.
This is, this is a kind of judging only because you're judging from your own consciousness on your own morality. This is
Yeah,
like judging through morality. Your moral
yeah, yeah,
aspect
like,
says this, and then
yes.
you blame it.
Right. So, like we just talked about the example that a girl is being raped. So, without knowing anything that what has actually happened, we are saying that okay, it is you because you are the victim, you are the unfortunate one. So, it has happened because of you. So, that is again we are judging her, and we are using the phenomena of just world hypothesis.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, very true.
All those who are watching, if you have any doubts or any questions on whatever we are discussing, please feel free to drop in the comments or message us. We will be happy to help. And on that note, Dee, shall we wrap up for today?
Yes, sure. And if anyone
Yeah.
please want to know more words about this from this dictionary or want to know more details about these words, please let us know. We'll be happy to help you.
Yes. So the four words that we have discussed today is judgment, jigsaw classroom, Jacobson relaxation method, and the just world hypothesis. Tomorrow we'll be back with letter K and four words from letter K. We are just taking four words because of lack of time. So if you want to know more words, you can always DM us. Till then, see you tomorrow. Thank you, Shaludi, for being here.
Thank you, Priyansi. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you. Stay blessed, everyone. Bye bye. Ciao.
Bonjour.